Hey guys, it's Robin at PajamaAffiliates.com, and this video I'm going to talk a little bit about choosing products that will convert on your blog post, and it really just requires that you kind of just think outside the box a little bit. And I'm using Crock-Pot for my first example, and I may use a couple more, but I cannot tell you how many recipe posts or recipe blogs we've evaluated or recipe posts that I've seen, and it might be a whole category on crock-pot recipes. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example of what doesn't work with a crock-pot recipe and what might work and how and the difference here, or what will work. Excuse me, if you have a recipe specifically for a crock pot and I am a user of Google and I'm looking for that, I've already got my crock pot, guys. I don't need a crock pot. Don't put the crock pot on your post to sell a crock pot. It's just not effective. You might sell one every now and then. You'll sell a few, but you could use, you could put something like a what do you those the crock pot liners would sell a lot better on something like this. If I'm looking at a recipe and then I see those and I've never had them before, never even knew they existed or whatever, I might be more prone to buy it. So you got to think about your user. If I'm searching a crock pot recipe, I got a crock pot. Now, where I would put a crock pot as a selling point, let's say I had a recipe site and I had a lot of posts on there about snack recipes. I have, and the reason I know about these is because I have one. I have this little small crock pot, and I love to make dips in it, for little get-togethers at my house that I have sometimes. So if you have these dip recipes, you could actually take you an easy product display, and you could put the little crock pot in there, and then you could write why you like to do that. Because sometimes if I'm having company over at night, watch a ball game, whatever. I'm not a big sports fan, but my friends are. And I'll start it, mid-afternoon, and then it's ready when everybody gets here in that little tiny crock pot, and it's like a dip. So I would put that, and I'd write that all up and talk about the little small crock pot. This recipe works really well in these little small crock pots, and it would be a lot more likely to sell. And the funny thing is that recipe that I would be given may not even be a crock pot recipe, but that little crock pot would work well, and I don't think everybody has those little crock pots. So anyway, I'm sitting here on with the little crock pots like this one, this little I don't know, that might be big. I can't really tell. I'll have to actually read it, but I've got something like it looks like this. And it is really small and it's perfect for dips, so that would work. And I'm going to bring up my post about the cooking on the Himalayan salt. Most of you have heard me harp on this, but I'm going to do it again because we have new people here. My Himalayan salt block site, I have a good many recipes on there about how to cook salmon or how to cook steak on a Himalayan salt block. I do not link to salt blocks, unless I'm going to link to maybe a bigger one or something, a really big one. Well, if you're feeding a crowd, you can use this big one. But I'm just not going to link to those. I'm going to link to the tools, the little trays that you put them on so you can pick them up really easily, because, sometimes you have to show your readers something that they may not have thought of, and sell it, really sell it. Hey, look, this works great. This makes it so much easier, or this little brush right here cleans that salt block. You got to have one of these, things like that. So really just kind of think about the user. So, I'm about to post this video on a thread that says the crock pot that haunts me, and it does. I see these crock pots on all these slow cooker recipe sites, and I see them trying to sell nothing but crock pots, and I just really want to scream. So I'm just trying to get you to think out of the box a little bit here. And like Leslie's always saying, and she's told a lot of people in these blog evaluations, how to really call these products out and draw them out and draw attention. Don't just list a bunch of random products that aren't even relevant. list something that really would help with that particular recipe or whatever. I'm not even just talking about recipes, but I'm just using this crock pot as an example. And that's it, and I hope this made sense, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.